So do you want to know the biggest shift that you're seeing in the real estate market now that nobody's even talking about? Buyers are focusing on payment, not on price. So that's what's changing in the real estate market is buyers aren't really asking what's the sales price of a house. What they're really focusing on is what's the payment. And that payment is becoming incredibly important when they're doing their negotiations. So what you want to understand is the psychology shift that's happened since, I don't know, maybe around 2021 when interest rates were incredibly low. You know, at a 3% interest rate, payment really matters less. I mean, a $10,000 difference on your mortgage is like $25 a month on your mortgage payment. So it's a not that big of a difference. You know, at 6 or 7% rates, monthly payment kind of starts to dominate the decision because the $10,000 difference at that is gonna change maybe $60 or $70 a month on the monthly payments. Now, $10,000, well, guess what? $10,000 makes a lot to the home seller difference, but not a lot to the home buyer. And so what you really want to be aware of if you're trying to be informed about today's real estate market is seller concessions are incredibly powerful. You can negotiate a $10,000 price difference by offering the buyer, say, something like assistance with closing costs, because then that keeps the money in the buyer's hands and they're willing to accept a $60 or $70 payment difference for that. Something I have only seen a handful of times in my real estate career is rate buy downs can be more attractive than price drops. And so let me explain for you home sellers out there what a rate buy down is. If you're at a, let's say a $300,000 sales price and your buyer is at a 6% interest rate and you offer a one point rate buy down, you're actually going to spend $3,000 at closing to buy that rate down from 6% down to 5.75%. And for a buyer who is payment sensitive, that might be the answer that they're looking for. So what I want to let you know about this is structuring the transaction matters more now than ever. I see people getting caught up on what a sales price is or what an interest rate is or any of these other factors. And really what's making a difference to a lot of buyers is can they afford the monthly payments? So don't get stuck on list price. Look at what the payment is as a strategy to try to help the negotiation. Look for solutions, for example, like a rate buy down or paying down interest rates or providing a home warranty or something like that that gives the buyer the confidence to move forward without really adjusting their payments too much. But, you know, negotiate the structure of the transaction, not just the price, and that's something that can help everybody get the transaction completed. So this is where strategy beats emotions, and this is where your real estate agent is really worth their salt or not, because the data and the structure matter more than just the negotiation on the price, and there's very few real estate agents that are going to look at that. So let's build a plan around what your numbers are. Whether you're buying or you're selling, let's sit down and do a strategy that's going to work for you and your family. That way you guys get the house that you want for the payment that you want in the terms that you want, or you can sell the house that you want, etc. Give me a call. This is Jason Valentine with Coldwell Banker High Desert Realty. You can call me at 505-863-4363 or 575-496-1068. That's my cell phone. Or there's a link somewhere in the description or in the comments. Click on that link. You can always book an appointment with me. Use the strategy that's going to work for you and your family. Don't get caught up in the things that don't matter. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.